Well, it's all about having wonderful wine and having great flavors and taste. So share with us, what is unique and special about Thomas George?
Well, I think that the most unique aspect of our winery is that we probably are the only winery that produces strictly estate Pinot Noir and estate Chardonnay in single block and single vineyard production. What we do is we focus on the terroir so that we get the varietal to express as profoundly as possible the ground that it lives in.
Yeah.
So
the vintage that it comes from.
Yeah.
When you say estate, what does that mean for people who may not be familiar with what that reference is?
That we own all of the vineyards that we produce our wine from.
Okay.
So, and all of them are located in the Russian River Valley. I mean, he had a concept that he wanted to make only Russian River Valley wine, and so that's what we did. He only purchased from the Russian River, and that's all we produce from our winery.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because you're right. You say estate, and we take that for granted. It means that the only grapes we use to produce wine are grapes that we grow. We've babysitted these wines. We've helped them grow up, and every single grape gets personal attention.
Parts in a winery is incredible. From out in the vineyard, we have amazing vineyard management and some phenomenal vineyards. You can never make great wine unless you have great vineyards with which to make it from. Then you have to choose what clone you're going to plant, and then you have to wait for that clone, babysit it, as my husband says. And you can have so many things go wrong during that vintage. From the weather, Mother Nature can, decides on her own. You can have the perfect vintage, and then it gets into the winery, and you can mess it up in the winery. Unfortunately, we have phenomenal winemaker as well too, and we treat everything with kid gloves. We do exceptional sorting for all of our reds and for our whites, differentiation and block designations for everything. And even then, you can go to bottling stage and something can mess up.
Of course, you have to taste everything to make sure it's exactly what you want, right? I mean, you can't even slide and go, maybe I won't taste that one, right?
You cannot. You cannot.
Here's the very interesting thing. You say, what makes Thomas George Estates wines special? It is because they're estate wines. It's because we focus only on single vineyard, single block wines that really tell you about their home. And the most compelling aspect of our wines is that they are so natural. If we taste a wine that we don't like, we don't manipulate it. In the wine speak, it's called amelioration. We don't ameliorate wine. It's the vintage, it's the ground it grew in, and it's the varietal, and we leave it alone.
So we have a tasting room as well, so you can visit us at 8075 West Side Road in Healdsburg, exactly. We also sell through different distributors as well all across the United States too. You can order it online at our website at www.thomasgeorgeestates.com. We have an Instagram and a Twitter feed, and so you can sign up as Pioneer Wine Club members as well too. And then when you do, we have houses on the property and different tasting experiences. We have an 8,000 square foot cave, which is a working cave that we built, but we also do reserved tastings in the cave, and we do what we call a wine safari. We have an estate chef, so you go up into the vines where the Pinot is produced and the Chardonnay is produced, and you taste the Chardonnay with food prepared by our estate chef. We roll out a carpet for you.
A little synopsis of some of the things we're about at Thomas George, and this is a 1950s Swiss troop carrier that we renovated. Our guests sit in the back. They make a tour of the winery grounds and a short visit up to Baker Ridge Vineyard, and very few wineries allow visitors in their vineyard, and you end up sitting under a 100-plus-year-old California black oak tree, and when you arrive, the carpet's set, the table's set, the wine's ready. What you need to do to finish off the wine safari is bring your own music.
Yeah. So tell me why I'm going to love the Dandy Blend.
Yeah, so Dandy Blend is a coffee substitute. It's made out of dandelion root, barley, rye extracts, sugar beet and chicory root. So it's overall, it tastes just like coffee, but it's a great body detox. So it's an instant. You're able to add it into a hot water, cold water, anything like that, and it's a very good for you kind of drink.
And you can still do it like you can make like your cappuccino stuff, and you could have fun with it.
Yeah, exactly. We even have a lot of people that put it into their bakery, and so we've had a guy made like barbecue sauce out of it. Yeah, so you can play with it. It's so much fun. Just because you can do whatever you want with it. If you make it weaker, it can taste more like a tea. If you make it stronger, it can taste just like a coffee. So one of our biggest is on Amazon. Amazon's the easiest way to get it just because you can order it from your couch. But we're in a lot of health food stores, so if there's like an Earth Fare, or we're in a few Whole Foods, not a lot, but a few. Mainly Amazon's probably going to be the easiest around here. But usually if you can find a health food store, we're probably in it. Oh, great for your liver. Great for your gut health, and a lot of people don't know it. If you have acid reflux, it can be great for that as well.
All right, guys, you heard it. 3 great reasons for Dandy Blend, and I already have it because I just love it. So thank you so much, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We always look forward to give something extra good to our consumers, and that's why we have always worked hard. Like you have seen the vitamin iced tea, Bare Nature vitamin iced tea. It took us 2 years and 11 months. It's not easy to produce vitamin A, C, E. The moment you add vitamins to the tea, it gets bad. And now we have a shelf-stable version of peach iced tea. We have 3 variants. One is sweetened with a cane sugar. Other one, the whole bottle is just the 10 calories, the whole bottle, sweetened with stevia and erythritol, but no aftertaste. Probably this is the only beverage in the world with no aftertaste and being a diet. We also have 0 calories, which is very smooth, rich in taste, and even those people who don't like a 0 unsweetened, they love to have it. This is juice from, which is tangerine, grapefruit, lime, and lemon. The beauty is each fruit hits your taste bud one by one and create a tingling sensation.
So I know you have favorites. What's your favorite?
Oh, definitely pina colada. The coconuts and pineapple. Absolutely spot on. But I think it's hard to choose a favorite between the two.
Right.
I think they both are equally good. You have tried them as well, haven't you?
I love them all. I can't even make a choice.
Call it a pina colada without rum. This is fantastic. We have taken it out a lot of research and R&D to bring out those rare recipes, and that's what people love it. Most of people, they're unable to decide which is their favorite.
So how do people find the product? What stores? Can we go online?
The Jelsons, we are available on the Mart, Lucky's, and we are expanding. We're also available online, Amazon, Walmart, Sam's Club online, and we are there in most of the outlets. Once they try it, once a purchaser, he sees the product, he won't let it go.
Well, I'm a fan. I love it. Thank you guys so much. And I am so in love with this drink and this juice. Thank you.
Thank you.